And we're up and running. Time to do a little cleanup first here, and then we'll get to this, I think. I guess that is interesting. Got some parts here from Tim, actually. And just a few quick things, really. Nothing too crazy. Oh, clips, that's always nice. Supposed to be a 181, 394, whatever flywheel. Crank, rather. Check to make sure the cage is not cracked. The cage is not cracked. There's no up and down play. Side to side's okay, but up and down no good. So that's fine. And hang on, I haven't brought up my phone yet, so that's cool. Get the studs in there and everything. So it's just some random 288 pieces. Always nice. So let's throw these in the 288 box, which I now have one of. Great. Okay. Back to the 262. We're hoping that these have cooled down from yesterday. Day before, whatever it was. Day before yesterday. I gotta bring you guys up here. Hang on a second. That way I could read comments. Don't know who's going to be on this morning, but 5 people here already. Check that out. Yeah, I'm off today. So Larry's here, Ken, William, Craig, and James. Wonderful. You know, what I'm going to try to do, if possible, I'm going to see if I can put this 262 case together. We'll get the bearings in. And I'm anticipating a new top end, an aftermarket top end, actually, from HL Supply. Yeah, what you got going, Larry? What I think I need to do next, I need to get these cleaned up and get bearings in. Okay, that's cool. I'm just using my wire wheel here to make sure these surfaces are nice and clean. That's pretty clean. This side needs some work. I got all the cleanup to do. I'm going to go to the sink and make sure these are clean. Be right back. Right, those are Husky motors, and whether it's red or orange, you get a Husky motor in it. At least nowadays. Let me get my 6202s here. Those are junk. Brand new roll of Nachi 6202s. Now, doing the PTO side here is basically a piece of cake. However, the flywheel side is a little different. A little bit of anti-seize there. We're just going to pull one of these bearings in cold like I usually do. James, this is the size down. It's a few cc's less. The 262, which is what this is, or 261 or 262, is known for being one of the best power to weight ratio saws made ever. Where the devil did my hammer go? It's right here somewhere. It's on the floor. So I tap this so it's even, only on the outer race. I've done this a zillion times. Half-inch threaded rod, a bunch of washers, some nuts. The 262s run great with a 20-inch bar, regular 20-inch bar, 72 drive link chain, and it's for power to weight. It's excellent. It's a great firewood saw. Going in even. So on the PTO side, you just pull it down and you're good. The flywheel side is a little bit different. Okay, so put that aside. Please don't talk food. Oh dear. All right. So this here is the reason why the flywheel side is a little bit different. Now I gotta find. It's just a regular old M4, I think. Shorty M4s. Whole doggone thing here, though. Give me a rag. Do have a clutch. This is the 2-shoe clutch. Technically, a 261 has the 2-shoe clutch. A 262 has the 3-shoe. Did I get that lucky? Hang on. Nope. They're all different. Like a bowl. Just dump it out here. I think those are M4. Those will work. Those are M4 also. Okay. Either way. So this is the seal holder for the 261, 262, 257, all those. The metal ones technically are better. This O-ring I'm going to replace. So I take that off. And I'm going to replace the seal too, but don't worry about that right this second. So what I do now is I'm going to put the holder in. And it's in without the O-ring, so it actually seats further. It potentially seats further in without the O-ring. And this is just in here kind of gingerly like. Okay, see? So now there's a positive stop for the bearing. Again, a little bit of anti-seize. Makes me feel better. Don't I think it's a kind of a soft positive stop for all that mechanical pressure? No, because the mechanical pressure is going to be pressed both sides. But I like the way you're thinking. I think this darn thing's nylon too, so I mean you're not going to compress it. At least I'm not going to. I'm not strong enough. You're good, William. It's good. It's all good. I'm a little off center. Just give it a quick tap back to center here. William, I saw the milling that you were doing the other day. It looks pretty, huh? Was it black ash you had? Nice and smooth now. There we go. That's it. So yeah, so William, if you were grabbing out here and then pressing this way, then you could bulge this. But if you're grabbing right here on the nylon, then basically you're pressing the bearing just up against the nylon and you have a positive stop. So you're tending to sandwich the nylon and the bearing rather than bulge the nylon, if that makes sense. What's William talking about? You talking to me? Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, moving along. I don't like black ash. I'm not a fan of ash. I don't like burning it because it just disappears in my fireplace. It does virtually nothing. It's probably fine to mill, and Lord knows we've now got tons of it. So yeah, right on a millimeter for the depth all the way around. It doesn't make good heat. That's the thing. At least not for me. In a fireplace, it doesn't do much. It literally turns to ash. It just goes poof and it disappears. I like oak. For a fireplace, oak is where it's at for me. Fireplace is bad for heat. You're right. Yes. It is not ideal. I'm going to tap. I'm going to tap that seal out. Gee, that was easy. Now, the next question is, does my large... Oh, check that out. My large sleeve does fit inside there. Okay. So, what I'm actually going to do then, I should have tapped that sleeve out first. I'm going to put this back on here. And we'll put the crankcase together with that on there, just to make darn sure nothing moves, right? tulip like it's got on fire. Yeah, everybody's got different, different stuff that they like. Some people prefer ash, like in a really efficient wood burning stove, because it doesn't make tons of heat necessarily. Um, it doesn't burn quite as hot, or something like that. All right, let's see if we can get this crankcase together. Yeah, the cherry's beautiful. Is this M10 by 1.5? Oh, yes it is. So this rod will work perfect. This is my M10 rod. Got M10 by 1 on one side, that's for steels, the smaller steels, and M10 by 1.5, which is for a lot of these Huskies. Makes great charcoal, I'll bet. Very nice. The cherry grove was done for the year. I got 2 pounds of cherries. That was it. Very disappointing. I just placed an order for. Well, you guys are gonna like what I got coming. I'm buried. Okay. Official announcement. There's 6 people here. If anybody wants any of these saws that I've been building, please let me know. I have to get rid of them. Okay. I have more coming in that I don't know what to do with. So I've got to start moving stuff. The 288 that I just built the other day, I'll do for $800 plus shipping. And that's me losing money on that for sure. But I still have 2 394s for sale, $700 plus shipping each, power heads only. Right now, Jim C is probably going to take the 394 that I've been working on imminently here, but I don't know. This 262 is certainly going to be up for grabs if anybody wants it. Yeah, so if anybody wants anything, please let me know. Well, James, I'm going to have to bring all these saws outside and do a for sale video, I think. I knew there was another washer. No Ginsu knife set. James, 35% off. Actually, I think that 288 is already at a 35% discount. Darn close to it. Crankcase together. Yeah, please let me know. I gotta get rid of these saws. We gotta move them because if you saw the basement here, you'd understand. I want to hang out with you guys, I really do, but I gotta move stuff. Stop buying. I'm not buying. That's the thing. Like, well, I sort of am, but here's the thing, Ken. Here's the thing. So if I don't have these saws, I don't get to hang out with you guys. But if I don't move them, then I go broke. No, the intervention is simple. I need people to buy what I got. Okay, it's a simple thing, guys. If you like hanging out, then you got to buy the saws. You don't have any choice. That's what we're doing. Just got to move them, you know? It's a simple equation. I pretty much do buy when I'm sleeping. No raffle. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with raffles. I just you guys know what I'm saying. I'm not there. You know. I don't feel like throwing them up on eBay either. I don't want somebody random getting them. I want one of my subscribers to have them, you know? Yeah, but what happens to the money collected up until that point? Do I collect all of it and then refund it if it never makes it? What happens in 2 months if it never makes it to that sale price? I can't undersell myself, Ken, if I don't sell anything. You know, if nothing's sold, You can't undersell yourself. Free gas for a year. James, that wouldn't work. Mainly because of you've used 100 tanks in that dang 268. A little bit of oil on here, not much. Doesn't need much. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Bolts. I need bolts. Case bolts. And I don't remember what they look like. They actually look like 394 case bolts is what they look like right now. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 2 anterior ones and a posterior one. Those go through far enough. Okay, so that's correct. They look like 394 bolts. The anterior case bolts are actually case bolts. They're also dog bolts, but I don't see the dog. Maybe something was out of order. No dog bolts. I got the outer dog, but not the inner dog. Freaking fantastic. There's a gasket kit, that's nice. Crap. Get a Volvo. Well, I don't have the Volvo. I've heard nothing about the Volvo. Nothing. The Volvo runs, I know that. The running is not necessarily the issue. I've just got other codes and whatnot that keep showing up. So this case bolt, I think, will fit. But I only have one. Why do I only have one? It's a 50 millimeter case bolt. I know I've got 60s. I don't know if I have more 50s. That's too short. That's a 45. That ain't gonna hold good. Hold good for now, but ultimately that won't hold. Lovely. Something else I don't want to forget. Oil vent. Another case bolt. All right, let's look and see. I got 60 millimeter bolts. I could probably cut it one down if I needed to. That would be smart. So there's a 60. Thing is, all of my 262 parts are at my folks' house. Ooh. Crap. These are all the 45s, 40s. I got a lot of them. Dude, Wes, what's going on? Trying to put together a 262 crankcase, but coming up short on bolts. I got lots of bolts, but next, keep going. Hang on. Ah! Weather's warm here. Mm. .45 millimeter bolts, not the ones I need. I may end up grinding that one down. I guess the next question is, the one that I need to grind down, is it really too long? So there most definitely is a stop. Got 42 left. 36 plus another 2 for the dog, 38. So I need to grind 4 millimeters off. And then put washers on because I don't have a dog. Okay. Guess what I picked up here 3 weeks ago. What'd you get? Phew. Okay. Okay, we'll put a couple of washers on that. Jeez. 68 Mercury Cougar. James is here all week. Yes, yes. Tip your waiters. I am not familiar with a lot of the old stuff, so I assume that's pretty cool, but I'm not I'm not as cool as you guys. I just work on chainsaws, you know. All right. Where's my big thing of M5? Okay, I think we're good now. Finally. Pull this guy on in. Use my rod here, M10 by 1.5 is the thread. Put it on loosey-goosey, does not have to be on tight. Sleeve. You guys have seen me do this a million times. Anybody that wants a set of these tools can contact me. Yeah, get back to that honeydew list. I got a list too, but I'm here. Big saw. Well, this one is smaller crank. This is a 262. So this is a 6203 bearing. So you can indeed use the small rod on this particular saw. Or small sleeve, rather, on this particular saw. Yeah, have a safe 4th, dude, West. Take care. Can't have a saw emporium without tools, James. That's it. It goes in and it stops. That's it. Reverse it. Now I know that these surfaces are already degreased, so I'm going to start hitting them with the 3-bond, which I'm actually kind of running a little low on. Before I forget it, I hit this with a little bit of blue Loctite. Not going to do the anterior bolts because I will remove them later. I like to do the flywheel side first. Again, a procedural issue. I want it to tack for a little bit. And just tapping it evens it out, I think. If you have a super flat surface, then you really don't need the 1184. But if you have anything that's porous, you know, the magnesium tends to pit and get porous over time, so get uneven. It's always nice to have a little bit of extra insurance. The 1184 definitely fills the bill there, you know. I know, don't forget the old vent tube. Thanks, Ken. Yep. Yeah, other things like the studs, you know. Now's a good time to put them in if they are not in. Good enough. The oil vent tube you can actually put in from the outside here, luckily. Still, as I like to pull the. Yeah, you don't really need to on these. You can put the oil tube in later. Right now, it would just kind of be in the way. And a lot of the steels, it gets in the way too. Go, James. Hang in there. Positioning pins are in. Well, one of the things about the steels is that this compartment basically houses that oil pickup tube. It almost doesn't go into this one. So but it's got a different design. M8 by 1.0 right hand thread. Here's this one. I'm going to use a small sleeve here because I can. There we go. .6202 bearings, Small sleeve is okay. 6203s? Tighten down. As long as your positioning pins are in the right spot, you're pretty good. Position pins are in there. Okay, hang on. Something's feeling a little bindy. I know what I forgot. You guys are supposed to tell me, Matt, you forgot something. Nope, not the vent tube. This feels like it's binding a little much in here, but nope. Somebody will get it. Good. I don't actually have to adjust anything else. It's still going to be fine. A gasket. There. Now I can pull it in. The dowel pinholes are fine. I may just need to get a little wrap. No gasket build? No. I am a dummy every once in a while, you know? Some days. Okay. I know. Good judgment comes from experience. Experience comes from bad judgment. Right? Might do. Put one of these screws in to help me out. That's it. There's nothing in the way that I can see. It's possible there's some warpage or whatever. Just going to put a couple of washers on here. And basically, I'm simulating the thickness of the dog with a couple of washers, you know. 2 or 3 washers. I got 3 washers. That way the anterior part of this does actually cinch down. Yeah. And you get squeeze out. Always warpage, Ken. I should have thrown these in the ultrasonic. Oh well. All right. One, two, three, 4, 5, and then the rear one here, which looks like a regular head. Probably 20 millimeter will do. Yep, that'll do. Cool. Okay. Now we can double check on this. Make sure it's tight. Hey, Steve. I think I'm going to go with that. Hanging out here just doing a 262 crankcase. That'll do. Okay. I'm not going to do seals right now because I'm waiting on seals. For some dumb reason, this is all in 3 boxes here. That's not right. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave this the way that it is and move on to the next one. Move on to the next issue. Whatever. Here. So this gets set aside. Put this stuff away real quick, and then we'll move along. Hey, Wolf. Cold Command Pro 650 fuel injected rebuild. Okay. What's up next? 394. Okay. Just sent out the head to Rattler this morning for the 288, so I have to wait a bit for that to come back. So I guess basically the 394 is up. I've got a pretty nice looking head here from Dustin. Thank you, Dustin. This looks a little pitted, so I use a file on that, but other than that, it's a 394 head. Looks pretty nice. You know what I want to do to this right off the bat is clean it and then actually sandpaper the top just to get rid of that lip. And then, what are we going to do? Then I'm going to get squish. And once we have squish, then the next step is to take this crankcase to the Bridgeport, which hopefully I can do this weekend. This one's basically wore out, but this one looks like it's pretty much ready to rock. Ah, perfect. Again, I'm just trying to get rid of the lip, not trying to take lots out of the squish band here. Have a good one, Craig. Be safe. butcher paper. Almost there. So you can see in there what's happening, getting that cleaned up. I just don't like the doggone lip, you know? Not much, James. Just cleaning up a 394 top end. Almost there. Just trying to get rid of the lip. Still got pretty good sandpaper on the sides. It feels. Almost even. It takes off quite a bit. But now I've more or less worn out the sandpaper. Ah, that's darn close. It's not just a piston, there's sandpaper on the top of the head. For right now, that'll be close enough to get me a squish number. See, just a little bit over there, not quite even. So, but that's, I think this is going to be okay, again, for just getting a squish. I've got pistons here that are on some sandpaper. That's what I forgot to get Lowe's. Got some pistons that are on already on sandpaper with some JB Weld, so that next time I need them, they'll be available. Okay, yeah, squish number. Right. Meteor piston 394. I know I had it. Piston pin bearing. Here's our pin. Could use a gasket. just put that stupid gasket right there. Did I not? I did. Some days. Put the gasket on, get a squish. I really thought I had some bolts, some 394 bolts in a, maybe not. All 288 stuff. Ooh, I've got bolts. I know I got bolts. Just a matter of finding the darn bolts. This whole saw is just going to be completely pieced together. Extra carburetors for this? Yeah. Now we can measure. The whole point of all of that, just to get a measurement. Oh yes, I definitely have an extra carburetor. Well, that's not good. A lot more squish than I was expecting. 62 thousandths. Right, this is 60 thousandths. And this is like 62 thousandths squish. So it's just over 60 thousandths. So I need to remove 42 thousandths. Quite a bit. Okay. Ah, did I? No, I didn't bring up that. Okay. Yeah. 42 thousandths. Keep the Woodruff key with the flywheel. Now this crankcase, I can mark right on it. Minus 0.042. Now I don't have to remember anything. It's right on there. I know exactly what to take off. Okay. So yeah, I don't don't know if we have anything else to do today necessarily. I've got snips for this, so I guess I could grind on this a little bit and get my new snips. Hang on. Wanted a new set of cutters, you know. That's pretty good. Good. Cut there on the corners. Don't get your finger in the way of that. Always another way to do it. So I'm bending this just into the shape that I want. It's all going to get MIG welded anyway, so it does not have to be exact in any way, shape, or form. And since my MIG welding is about the furthest thing from exact, we're all in luck, you know? Take another nip out of the corner here. Would have been a whole lot easier to use round tube, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd stay if I stay inside those lines. I'm good. I knew Chris would show up. As I was just saying. It would have been a lot less work to not do it like this. Okay. I think this is going to look pretty good, Chris. Nate B, what are you using for an exhaust deflector? These are Red 97 deflectors. You can look him up on Arborist site or opeforum.com. RED97 is his handle. And they're really inexpensive. And he just stamps these out by the 100, you know. But they look great, and he gives them to you like this, and you can shape them however you want. Modified dirt. No, I'm not doing hot sauce, Chris. No. I'm good, really. I have enough work. I just got shipped. Patrick out in California just shipped 4 saws to me. So I am going to be absolutely positively buried. So all I'm doing is cutting these and shaping them to, you know, the liking, whatever you want. You can get original deflectors for the 288. They're just like 18 to 20 bucks a shot. The nice thing about them is they come, I think, with the screen there. So if you want to run a screen, or you have to run a screen, then it makes it easier, you know. And this is just going to get MIG welded on, so it doesn't have to be exact. I got 1,000 things to do today. That'll work. If you were going to screw the deflector on, yeah, that's the toughie. I'd probably put red Loctite on there, but with the heat, it's got a little piece here to block that off. Weld it all up. One more thing for me to do down at my folks. Probably Saturday afternoon. And I'm running out of battery here. No hot sauce for me. I'm good. Yeah, generally, you know, Nate, if I'm running a screen and I have a bolt on there, usually I'm running stock screens, and usually the stock bolts hold without anything on there. That's just kind of something that I've noticed, but it's not obviously not an absolute. All right, I'm running out of battery, which means I gotta go. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Do appreciate it. It's been fun, and as soon as I have something more for you guys, I'll come right back to it. There's really nothing else exciting going today. I've just got a lot of errands and little stuff to do. So we do have a whole pile of saws coming from California. There's at least 4. He says he's going to send like 3 more beyond that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. If anybody is interested in the 394s that I have for sale, let me know. The 288 is for sale. The 262 that I'm building will be for sale. If anybody wants anything, let me know. And if they want something built up a particular way, let me know. So everybody have a great 4th of July if I don't see you tomorrow. And yeah, be safe, everybody, okay? Happy 4th. Here's my email. Get rid of the ampersands if anybody needs to contact me. Take care, guys. Have a good one.